Freedom Farm and Malawi Camp are home to more than 3,000 people. The land where these settlements are located is a mix of private and state-owned land. Residents have been living in the area for as long as 30 years. There is no formal electricity infrastructure in these two informal settlements, and more than 90% of the residents are still making use of bush and bucket toilets and limited communal water points. The unemployment rate in the area is close to 50%, and more than 50% of the children are of school-going age, but not in school. In partnership with the airports company South Africa, GreenCape's alternative service delivery unit has been working in these two areas since 2019. This foundational work focused on creating a strong social foundation for service delivery, building an inclusive platform for local community members to express infrastructure preferences and to understand the community's propensity to pay for infrastructure services while also mapping existing infrastructure assets.
Freedom Farm is on this piece of land of AXA for the past 37 years. There has been a lot of changes coming and happening. From the community, we can say is unemployed, but we have a percentage of people in the community who are self-employed. Ever since the past 30-something years which we've been living here on Freedom Farm, we didn't have any electricity. Now for the past 2 years, we have been given an opportunity of receiving a project which have brought great upliftment in many ways to the people of this informal settlement.
Airports Company South Africa, particularly Cape Town International Airport, started this project because we wanted to assist and enable the two communities' energy needs. Energy service delivery is not AXA's core function. So we partnered with GreenCape as they are the industry leading in terms of energy supply, and they design models that are centered around the specific community needs.
Before we had a solar project, people used to maintain themselves by the basic needs of having fire where they would usually cook their food on. Some would use paraffin stoves, especially for heating in the winter when they had to have a paraffin heater, and they would use gas. For lighting, people would have used generators, those who could afford a generator, a basic one.
The Alternative Service Delivery Unit, or ASDU, is GreenCape's first transversal program dedicated to improving the lives and livelihoods of impoverished South Africans through activating basic alternative energy, water and sanitation, or waste-related service delivery models. These models are context and need-driven, technically sound, socially inclusive, and financially resilient. The ASDU is a data-driven, community-led, off-grid service delivery unit which is established in 2018 to design, facilitate, and manage the provision of tailored service models to unserviced and unserviceable communities on behalf of relevant stakeholders. Asset-based community development essentially means that communities know themselves better than anyone else, and they have assets, no matter how isolated, poor, or disorganized they seem to be. We need to use these assets to inform our solution design. Co-design is the act of working with stakeholders rather than for them. We collaborate with them, we help them to articulate their own needs, and we also work with the service providers to make sure that what they're offering is wanted and also sustainable. Co-designing empowers, and it encourages community buy-in and garners support for the service.
We have currently installed 461 systems in Freedom Farm and Malawi Camp. With our solar package, we have the lights only, and we also have the TV clients. The TV clients, we issue them with a 24-inch LED screen. Then with the lights, we issue them with 3 1-watt LED lights.
I had the system for 1 year now. I like the system because it changed my life. The system is very good. The time it came in my house, I started using the system, and I didn't buy candles anymore for a whole year. I spent a lot of money for candles, and I didn't spend no cent for candles anymore. Sometimes people cross the road here, they ask, is it electricity here now in Freedom Farm? And then we shouted out, iSolar, iSolar. For a whole year, I didn't have no complaints.
It was by luck that I've got the application. I just finished my level 4 in Edicare. I went into the interview. 2 days later, I was called back, and 2 days after that, I started on-site training and I got the job. I never imagined I would be an installer.
The role of an ambassador is to actually represent iSolar, to be the face of the brand, to be able to go around the Freedom Farm explaining to people what the brand is about, what iSolar is about, and also giving them information on how to go about applying for the solar, what they need to do, what they must not do on their system, and basically just being a representative of iSolar.
The communities of Freedom Farm and Malawi Camp prioritized a number of interventions, being skills development, access to multimedia facilities, home-level electricity, and lighting. The lack of access to basic services within informal settlements is a massive challenge in South Africa, but it also creates a significant opportunity to rethink how we deliver services within these areas, looking at infrastructure from Wi-Fi solar streetlights, home solar systems to micro-filling gas, all present an opportunity to unlock social development, economic growth, while providing basic services in these informal areas.
Ever since we've been working with GreenCape, it has been a great experience. It's been an experience of something we never thought would become a reality. And it opened our minds in a way that we could see that changes is possible if people are willing to come forward and help themselves. So through GreenCape, we truly helped ourselves, and we are grateful.
Just as there is no silver bullet in providing services to homogeneous communities, nothing would be possible without an active ecosystem of partners to build and innovate with. GreenCape is extremely grateful for partnerships with the Airports Company South Africa, the Friedrich Naumann Foundation, and Wartsila. Without them, none of this impact in Freedom Farm and Malawi Camp would have been possible.